Hello and welcome to episode 13 of Cold Case Christmas. From today onwards, for the rest of the series, the cases have been chosen by members of my other channel, MichelleAfterDark. And this case is a really sad one. The year is 1990 and the place is Fairmont, West Virginia. It's concerning the unsolved murder of a 14-year-old teenager. This is the case of Fame Cooper. Fame Cooper was born in September 1975, a daughter of Tina Marie Sopranic and a man who wanted absolutely nothing to do with fame, called Rick Less. Rick was a complete loser in life by the sounds of things, and in 1986 he was charged with first-degree murder of a woman called Cindy Croston. Fame did have two siblings, an older half-sister called Sunshine, and it was Sunshine's father that Fame took the surname of, Cooper. She also had a younger half-brother called Rodney. Due to her dad not wanting anything to do with her and her mother not being reliable either, Fame spent much of her childhood with a maternal aunt who was called Mary, who did at one point become her legal guardian. She also spent some time living with Sunshine's father and his wife, which didn't work out too well. And as Fame entered her teenage years, she started to maybe go off the rails a little bit. I mean, in some ways, she was just a typical teenager. You know, she had crushes on boys, she liked rock bands, she was the late 1980s kind of girl, you know, with the backcombed hair and the glamorous makeup. She did like to go to school dances, she liked to go to ball games. She was a typical teenager. However, due to her bad start in life, I think she just got in with the wrong crowd. She was growing up too fast. As one relative put it, 14 going on 30. And she ran away. She ran away a lot. And sadly, when she disappeared in July of 1990, no one thought anything especially unusual about it. They just thought, she's done this before. She'll be away a couple of days and she'll come back, or she'll give people a call to say she's okay. And she just didn't. The last time her sister reports anybody seeing her was July the 11th. But unfortunately, according to Sunshine, the family waited until September to report her missing, and she was only 14. So what happened to Fame Cooper? Well, just before 5 p.m. on Saturday, November 10th, 1990, some hunters stumbled upon skeletal remains in a cow pasture at Robinson Hollow near Barracksville, West Virginia. She had to be identified through dental records, so little was left of her body, and she'd experienced horrific final moments of her short life. There was ligatures on her body, wire used to bind her, which was still present even though the remains were skeletal. The autopsy, quite obviously, ruled the manner of death as homicide, so a murder investigation was on. During the course of the investigation, 4 men in total were questioned, with one held in prison on suspicion of murder, but then later released. And since then, the case has gone cold, and there's been so many questions left unanswered for those who knew Fame Cooper in life. However, Ted Offutt, who was then the Fairmont police chief, said that they basically knew who'd done it. They were confident that a certain person had done it, but there wasn't enough to file murder charges. And with double jeopardy, obviously, if they'd gone to trial and he was acquitted, and then they'd found major evidence that would convict that guy, you know, the very next week, he couldn't be tried again. They had him in jail on unrelated charges, but they're confident he got away with Fames and maybe other murders. Now, there has been a name that has floated around in relation to Fame Cooper's case for quite some time, and that is someone called Norbert McGinty. He was quite a piece of work. He'd been wanted on sexual assault charges. He was a suspect in a different murder case, but never been charged with Fame's murder. If he's the guy, he has got away with murder. It appears he's now deceased, if I found the right Norbert McGinty, that is. But yeah, we don't know. 33 years after her horrible death, it's looking like no one will ever be charged with the murder of 14-year-old Fame Cooper. What a waste of a young life. Okay guys, let me know your thoughts about this case in the comments, and I will see you in the next episode of Cold Case Christmas. Bye guys.
Good to go.